How's it going, everyone? Hope you're having a great day and hope you enjoy the next 20 minutes with me as we check out Lake Sehoy. This is in Mississippi. I'm on the way from Olympus to Texas and figured I'd stop out this course on the way, check off a course in Mississippi. We'll get right into it. Hole 1, 600-foot par 4. Nice little blast to start off. My gosh, I slipped on my muddy shoes, but that wasn't half bad. All this mud on here was created by me. Sorry. So this course is a little bit outside Hattiesburg, Mississippi. Pretty much right on the way for me. Had to take maybe a few miles off the highway, but man, courses like this can really come in clutch. Quick stop off, chance to throw, stretch the legs, and play a new course. So this course actually has a gold championship layout, which is the same par, just about 1,500 feet longer. So I decided to skip on that one and just play the shorties. No need to use this arm for anything other than the Pro Tour these days. Course should pretty much be the same, just not the same distance driver in every hole anymore. So probably be a lot more fun, a lot more enjoyable, and hope you guys enjoy. Almost the perfect tee shot here, just a little bit off into the rough. Potentially stretch out forehand chance. We'll try it. Oh, that better be worth it. Yes. Sacrifice the body for a good shot always. Pretty sweet opening hole. Pretty sweet birdie to start things out. I won't be taking you guys through every single hole today in the interest of time, but I will be showing you guys the pretty awesome ones, and that was a pretty cool hole to start. This course, tee pads were only put in recently, and until then the UDisc grading hadn't been that good, but a lot of the comments were saying this course might just be the best course in Mississippi now, so gonna be some cool holes for sure. Hole 2 was a placement roller off the tee. Executed that pretty well, just a short little up shot to go 2 for 2. Perfect. Man, this property is beautiful, isn't it? The places disc golf takes you. Really sweet. The big reason I wanted to film this vlog today was to talk a little bit about my experience at the first Pro Tour event of the year, Supreme Flight Open. If you were not following me going into the tournament, you probably didn't even know I was there. Started off with my worst round of the competition, round 1, and from there pretty much stayed at some of the earlier cards. Ended up in 78th place, so not ideal. Definitely not going out there to take 78th place, so hoping to do better in the future. We'll definitely do better in the future. Definitely have some lessons and takeaways that I'll go through right after hole 3's tee shot. So this hole is 402 feet over the valley, up the hill, into a ripping headwind, and the gold pad is 60 feet behind me. So would definitely be fun to maybe do a doubles or a skins match out here the next time I roll through Mississippi, but I think today this is good enough. Come on, PD2, fight that wind for me. Oh, okay. I thought that was gonna be way short. That was pretty good. Man, maybe this should be an 18 down challenge, and to show you guys every shot. Starting off hot. Good reprieve from the wind in here in the woods. Man, this really is an awesome course, but back to Olympus. Round 1 really just did not go my way at any point. Honestly, I started off pretty great. Was able to get easy pars off of some not so great shots. Grabbed a birdie on hole 3 and was under par for the tournament. Felt really good about my game plan moving forward. A couple mistakes happened, a couple breaks didn't go my way. And for whatever reason, I just was not comfortable out there on the course. You know, comfort is a big thing for any disc golfer, any person who knows they have the shots and are just trying to execute them. You know, you gotta be comfortable. You gotta be in the zone, you gotta be in the right frame of mind, and for whatever reason, I just was not. I had a really poor stretch of 3 holes, 9, 10, and 11, where I just completely lost it. I was totally out of my mind. Probably the worst golf I've ever played, just from a mental standpoint. And I don't know, I just had this weird feeling like I just wasn't comfortable, I just didn't belong. You know, certainly doubts start to creep in, but that's the way it goes. Finished the round very poorly as well. I mean, all those holes are made for scoring separation, and if you're not playing well, you're gonna take bogeys. So finished at a 6 over for round 1 and was way down the leaderboard. For someone that's worked a lot into changing my mental game on the course and being much more golf oriented rather than just throwing frisbees and hoping for the best, it was definitely disappointing about round 1, but I didn't take it too hard. Showed up to round 2 with a new spirit and ready to do the best I could. And honestly, from the jump, I was playing much better. It wasn't really reflective in my score, but I just felt much more comfortable out there on the course. I really felt like I was finally getting into some sort of rhythm, and I was just connecting on my shots really well. The annoying part was the course just, for whatever reason, did not like me that day. I mean, I had even people on my card come up to me and tell me, like, dude, don't change a thing. You're doing great. You're puring the disc on every hole. You're just getting hosed. And, you know, as annoying as it was in the time, it was nice to hear that and just tried to keep my best foot going forward. So we're here on hole 7 now. I've had a lot of wooded, blind par 4s and 5s in a row. And this is another one of those, but I couldn't pass up the opportunity to show you guys a nice wooded shot. I know you guys love wooded hallway shots, and so do I. Well, that was not my best effort, but it should be good enough. As I went to the back 9, I unfortunately had some even more bad breaks, more things that didn't go my way, but I still felt focused. I still felt in the zone. And I finally got a birdie on hole 15 and followed it up with a birdie on 16, 17, and 18 to finish out with a -2. So, you know, still not the round I'm necessarily looking for. Still under my rating, but a big step up from 6 over, an 8-stroke jump. And I felt good about my chances to jump into the cash for round 3. Oh yeah. Sweet. Add another birdie to the list, keeping this good round going. Round 3 honestly felt really good from the start. Was kind of able to tap into that same focused mind. And for whatever reason, it kind of felt like the course was against me again. Now I do have to take some ownership. I wasn't throwing the perfect shots. And the thing about Olympus is, it's not that hard to grab your par, but to get a birdie, you really gotta be on it. I was probably throwing 80 to 90% of the perfect shot and just not quite executing to the highest level. So it resulted in a lot of pars, picked up some birdies along the way. I was 2 down through 8 and felt like with a hot back 9 like the day before, maybe I could do it. Unfortunately, I took a really bad break on hole 9 to card a bogey. And then on hole 10, the devious basket right on the hill. I ran a putt because I had to. I had to make it in order to keep my chances alive in the cash. Ended up rolling away outside circle 2, and again, and again, and again. I ended up taking a 7, each time rolling outside of circle 1, which felt pretty demoralizing. And at that point, I knew my cash journey was over. Tried to keep my head up the best I could. Ended up finishing with 2 birdies on the last 2 holes, 17 and 18. Also grabbed a birdie on hole 12 with a forehand, which was nice to do, so my forehand has always been a work in progress. And yeah, finished the tournament at 7 over, so nothing to write home about, but we are talking about it on here, so it's something. And yeah, I did want to shout out Braden Sides on my card though, who came into the day, we were tied, and he actually did the thing. He shot an 8 under, made the cash by 1. It was really cool to watch him do it, and congrats to you, sir, for cashing at the first event of the year. As far as lessons learned, I have a few. For one, if you know me or have seen me play, you know I am what you might call a chalkaholic. I pretty much chalk up for every tee shot, every approach shot, every putt. I have sweatier than average hands, I would say, on the course during a tournament round, and when I have that sweat, I just cannot grip a disc. So chalk has been the solution for me for the past few years. It's worked wonders. And during the middle of round 1, I ran out of my chalk. Tried to get some other quick fixes throughout the tournament, tried some other chalk bags, tried some other solutions, but nothing was able to really give me the confidence that the normal chalk company I use gives. And because of that, I had a hard time committing and really getting a tight grip on the disc, which I need. And led to a lot of lousy shots. So I'm all stocked up in the chalk department now. Good lesson, never let that happen again. Always have extra chalk. First par 3 in a while. This one was downhill about 300 feet to the left. I threw my MD5, ended up just outside the circle. See if we can cash in on the first 2 in a while. Nice, man. All right, well, the first one went in. By the way, I'm never normally a 2-putt guy, but some guy, when I asked for feedback, said he wants to see me do 2 putts. So for you, you're welcome. Another point of feedback is normally I'm pretty big into perspective on the disc golf course. You know, when things go wrong and your plastic frisbee kicks the wrong direction in the woods, it can be easy to be mad until you kind of put it in that phrase and be like, I'm still playing disc golf at the elite level on the road in Florida when I could be freezing my butt off in New England. So that perspective is really important for me. It kind of keeps me centered on the course when things don't go my way. But for whatever reason, it might have been slight nerves, it might have just been expectations, but I just wasn't able to like be centered. I wasn't able to have things slow down for me. I know when I talked to other people on my card, they felt like the round was taking forever. And I remember thinking that it was a 4-hour round and it felt like 30 minutes. Like it just flew by. I never really took time to soak it all in. And I think just taking a little bit more time, really realizing what my goal is at hand and executing will definitely help me in the future. A beauty of a hole here. This is hole 9, 302 feet over the water. And my forehand is getting a lot better, so we're gonna test it out here. Good width, fighting that crosswind. Ooh, perfect shot, man. Forehand power, you're gonna be seeing it this year. And the last thing is I just gotta be more confident out there. I mean, I've won a lot of big tournaments. I'm not 1026 rated for no reason. And that's honestly, when it comes to the field, in the top 40% already. And that's just a sliver of what I feel like I have. So it was definitely tough playing a tournament for the first time in a while. I just definitely didn't feel like it was even a tournament. It just felt like I was kind of just there playing. I think a lot of times I try to take away the nerves and take away the perspective and take away what's really going on. But a lot of times putting yourself in the moment, saying like, hey, this is the Disc Golf Pro Tour. And I'm a guy that shows up to these and plays well, can make you play well. So gonna try a few different things going forward, but mainly just be confident, play my game. I know it will wield success. That is the front 9 so far. And we are 7 under. Pretty hot score. Okay, the back 9 now. This is hole 10. The basket is just over those shrubs on the peninsula. It says 555. I want to be honest, it looks so much further than that, but we have perfect distance wind. So if it is 555, maybe, just maybe, we can get it there. Come out of that. Come out. All right, I did not really play that well. I was trying to avoid the water, but should be easy birdie. First little funsy of the round. Now that we got the wind read, maybe this can be the disc for the job. Come on, ride it. Ride it. It's a beautiful flight. Ooh. Oh my gosh, that actually might be parked. That'd be sick. Look what we have here. I'm gonna call this 600 feet away. Now aided by really good wind and downhill, but 600 feet away to 20 feet. What a shot. Simple. We have my actual upshot here too. Getting a nice birdie. All right, coming up to this beauty of a hole. I did not realize that it was on a peninsula like this. And if I had realized, I wouldn't have thrown nearly my entire bag on it. Luckily, it seems that I threw good enough shots and none are missing, but it was a close call. So the next Pro Tour stop is at Waco. We'll be interested to check out Texas disc golf. Never been there before. But from the looks of the course, I feel like I got a pretty good chance to play well. Lots of power backhand shots at the end, a lot of finesse shots in the middle. And I feel like that's a average day in New England. So hopefully we'll put up a good performance there. But before that, I'm playing the Go Throw event in Terrell, Texas at the Hideaway, #1 course in Texas. So I'll be checking in from there soon enough. Hopefully we can bounce back a little earlier at that tournament. I've continued my good play to get to 11 down with 2 holes to go. If you recognize this hole, it's because this was my first hole I threw in Mississippi when I got here to try to ace it. I did not accomplish the feat. Hopefully we learned a little bit. We can do it here. Nope, that's not an ace. That's a good shot. Should get us to 12 down. This is definitely a course to put on the list if you're coming through the Hattiesburg area. And it's so new. So should only get better with time. Last hole, we made it, and I had to pull an audible for hole 18. We're playing the golds here because it is 490 feet over water to a peninsula green. About 440 to carry the water the whole way by my estimate, looking at U-disc. And man, this would be a sick birdie to finish, so we're going Cloudbreaker 490. I double checked it with the rangefinder and it's accurate, so here we go. One last big bomb in the state of Mississippi. Yep, come back. That's safe. That's so good too. Come on, man. I literally might be parked. Circled the basket, let's go. Look at this sick green right here. And my disc right at 15 feet. Scary hole, but super awesome. Just one last headwind putt to finish us out. All right. I know it's just 15 feet, but those headwind putts can be tough. Well, if you're new here, thanks for watching. Make sure to like and subscribe. This was Lake Sehoy in Mississippi. I really enjoyed it. If you're in the area, come on through. And seriously, stay tuned. I'm gonna have content from all over the country this year as I traverse the Disc Golf Pro Tour. Try to have some better finishes for you guys. Next tournament is the Hideaway Cancer Playbook Open on the Go Throw Tour, so stay tuned. See you next time.